Power crews across the state are working to get the lights back on.
Some of the outages this morning were in Lancaster, and that is where Kate Seifert spent her day. She also found those outages down there even kept one restaurant from opening.
We're at Barrel and Boar and Lancaster. Take a look at this. They had to post this sign on their door and stay closed until 4 p.m. today. That's after their electricity went out. A tree fell on a power line behind the restaurant. Take a look.
This tree in his backyard took out our whole entire existence of power.
Here's a closer look. This tree was the culprit. According to AEP Ohio's website, this downed line impacted more than 100 people in this area. But just as we arrived, AEP Ohio crews got the lights back on.
Right when you guys pulled in. Literally, like right when you pulled in. I've been here since 7:45 this morning. I've had absolutely no power. I've been trying to get everything up to par to where we can open later for today for dinner and trying to get everything saved.
Just down the street from Barrel and Boar is Chad Luttrell's home. He told us what it was like hearing the storm early Thursday morning.
Well, we saw lightning, quite a bit of lightning, and we heard the thunder coming off in the distance. You can hear it sort of bang through the canyons. It was coming through, and all of a sudden it got really wild. The wind chimes went crazy. Things started blowing off the porch. We could hear snapping and breaking. We thought, well, it's time to go to the basement.
While his family took shelter, Chad says they had a reliable source on their side.
And we were watching the news. We watched Channel 6, actually, and Phil was going through and telling us what to sort of be aware of.
Back at Barrel and Boar, General Manager Crystal Morningstar says the show must go on.
Right now, I'm trying to get my cheese sauce up to temps.
They've got a catering event Thursday, and while they've had to make adjustments to their cooking techniques, Crystal says they'll make it happen.
We normally smoke everything. It comes straight fresh off the smoker, but in this instant, to be able to get the product out to our guests that we already had set up and they've already paid for an event, we have to do and accommodate everything, even natural disasters.
AEP Ohio crews are continuing to work to repair down power lines like this. We're expecting a lot of rain over the next couple of days, and crews tell me that could slow down the restoration process, but they do want to reassure Central Ohio customers that they are going to be working 24/7 until your power is restored. On your side in Lancaster, I'm Kate Seifert, ABC 6 News.
We have been busy really all day long following damage all across Central Ohio. In Granville today, we found several huge trees came down there.
Yeah, one of those crashed onto a pickup truck. A real mess to clean up and deal with tonight. Good Day Columbus anchor Kurt Ludlow continues our team coverage tonight from Licking County.
Then you can actually see the damage over here too.
Patrick Kraft and his family say the storm that hit their neighborhood was fast and furious.
It looked like a hurricane. I mean, winds came through and started pouring real hard, and next thing we know, you hear the sounds and we come back out, it was over within seconds.
When they emerged from the basement, they walked outside to see that the top of a neighbor's tall tree was broken off and another tree was uprooted, landing on a truck.
I'm glad nobody got hurt. I'm glad nobody got hurt. It was unreal. I mean, you can see the roots from the bottom of the tree.
Several other trees nearby were broken apart too, unable to withstand the force of the wind and the rain that attacked them. All that heavy rain caused the nearby Raccoon Creek to overrun its banks, flooding low-lying areas, rising from 3 feet to nearly 10. But by mid-morning, the water had begun to recede, though with more rain on the way, it's not likely to return to normal anytime soon.
That tree right here.
As for Patrick and his family, he says they were aware of the severe weather threat and ready for whatever was headed their way.
Pretty prepared. We were up by 2 o'clock this morning, making sure that everything was going to be okay, so we knew ahead of time to be up and be prepared.
And they're ready for whatever comes next. Kurt Ludlow, ABC 6 News.
And tonight we're going to start with a look at Madison County. It has been one of the hardest hit communities in Central Ohio. Stephanie Haynock speaking with a family who says they are simply thankful they made it through this storm alive.
You can see in the roof there, everything came down.
Yeah, those beams are attached to the roof.
Carol and Rich Stillion woke up to sounds of glass shattering and pouring rain at 1 a.m. Thursday morning.
I looked up and saw the ceiling was falling in, and the bedroom window was not attached anymore.
And I got up and ran out of the bedroom because I heard stuff out in the living room. And that's where the major stuff was.
The storm's winds so strong it busted in the window of their bedroom just inches from where they laid their heads. They let our cameras inside to see the damage.
You can see where our bed is. Actually, it's usually farther up, closer to the window. But we're very blessed right now.
What do you think when you see that window right there and how close it was to where you guys were laying?
I haven't cried yet, but we're very blessed to have survived this.
And the storms left multiple holes on the top of the roof of their home here, as well as piles, big piles of debris left to be cleaned up.
The 300-gallon pool that they put in, the firemen put in for the water, and you can see it's probably got about 50 gallons at least.
But despite the damage to their home and no plans of what comes next, the Stillians say they are grateful to be alive and have faith it will all be okay.
Blessed. We're very blessed. We're prominent members of the vineyard here in town, and yeah, we're very blessed. We've been blessed ever since we bought this property.
On your side, I'm Stephanie Chanock reporting.
Certainly heartbreaking to see what so many families there are going through, and the story is the same in Fayette County. Strong winds knocked over trees and, of course, caused plenty of damage in that community. A lot of folks there simply trying to remain positive. Tom Bosco is following that side of the story tonight from that community. Obviously, so many people going through so much, trying to work together. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Before the sun came up, crews were out early, especially after power lines came down near the town of New Holland. About 15 miles away, high winds took down a grain bin, twisting the metal and destroying it. And winds toppled trees on Flakes Ford Road, smashing a fence. Then when the sun came up, we did see more damage not visible in the darkness. Take a look at this. Near Washington Courthouse. I'm told this grain bin was built last year. It's brand new, didn't even get any grain in it. Now it's destroyed. Workers at Miller Grain Company on White Road cleaned up damage, including a huge grain arm that came down in the storm. The field across the road strewn with debris and downed trees. Back on Flakes Ford Road, a county crew was on hand clearing more trees and limbs, and Ron Weed was feeding the cows on his farm. The house he rents out had an old TV antenna come down in the storm. He lives a half-mile away and had no damage in his neighborhood.
We didn't have any damage over there, just half-mile away. Nothing.
And the cows, they were unfazed.
They just get behind the building, get out of the wind, and that's about it. And they survive it, and they weren't spooked or anything.
And apparently Ron was unfazed by the storm as well.
I didn't hear any of it. I slept clear through it.
Did you know it was storming at least?
No.
On your side in Washington Courthouse, I'm Tom Bosco, ABC 6 News.
And as storms continue to roll through central Ohio, we're tracking flash flood warnings as well. You can get alerts sent straight to your phone with the Ohio Weather app. It is free. Remember, just search OHWX in your app store.